The backpedaling from the media has begun on calling Kamala Harris the border czar. Let's check it out.
Quote unquote border czar. Vice President Harris was not a border czar.
Meantime, Vice President and border czar Kamala Harris facing some backlash.
What he said about Harris and immigration was not true. She was never appointed border czar.
And this will be her first visit to the U.S.-Mexico border region since she was appointed as the border czar by President Biden.
People are going to have to counter the misinformation. You already hear folks talking about the border czar. She wasn't the border czar.
President Biden tapped Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris, to be the border czar.
Now, she wasn't the border czar. That's what Republicans labeled her.
They were very critical of Kamala Harris, especially in her role as border czar.
Now what she's up against is folks lying about her border record, calling her a border czar.
Kamala Harris, who was appointed as the border czar.
The Biden team didn't declare her the border czar. They wanted her to work on kind of the root causes of immigration.
There has been so much criticism against Kamala Harris. You know, she was the border czar.
Calling her sort of the border czar, which wasn't necessarily the case.
So the border, if they weren't planning to address it in a major way, do not make her your border czar. She met with some of the Northern Triangle countries, but nothing has effectively changed.
There you go. Great job to Media Research Center, Newsbusters. They do a great job over there of exposing the media lies. And here's Peter Ducey from Fox pushing back with Karine Jean-Pierre on this border issue and the media backpedaling.
Do you think that the border would be less of a talking point now if there was less migration to the border, say if somebody had addressed root causes of migration sooner?
We are going to debunk the false characterization of the vice president. She was not a border czar, and it's not just us. Independent fact checkers have said the same thing.
These independent fact checkers, but you have video of the media calling her the border czar. The media tapped her as that, as you can see. And here it goes, Axios. I posted this on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. This is a screenshot from Lids of TikTok. Axios, why it matters. The number of unaccompanied minors crossing the border has reached crisis levels. Harris, appointed by Biden as border czar, said she would be looking at the root causes that drive migration. And if you look at the definition of czar, it's a person having great power or authority. Example being an energy czar. And yes, Kamala Harris had authority, and she's vice president, so she has power, and she was given authority. She had the authority to control the crisis, to find out the root causes. She was tapped to do that. That was her job. She was overseeing that. Like here in Texas, Governor Abbott hired a border czar, somebody to come up with solutions to stop the border crisis. Yeah, he hired the guy, what, a year or two ago? So his job is nothing but illegal immigration, security, whatever it is, finding out the issues, solutions. That's what his job is. Now they're trying to walk that back. Donald Trump posted something on his platform. His campaign website posted this. All the articles about Harris being tapped as overseeing the border issue. Biden taps VP Harris to lead the response to border challenges. Biden puts Harris in charge of the border crisis. Harris to visit Mexico and Guatemala to address root causes of border crossings. Border czar Harris downplays migrant crisis during Georgia fundraising trip, going rather smoothly. VP Harris touts success as border czar. She returns to immigration beat with overseas. I mean, yeah, they're trying to walk things back, as I said. Yeah, she may have not been officially been called or given the title of border czar, but that's what a czar is. She is overseeing the problem. She has authority and she has power to do certain things in that role. Is overseeing the root causes. If the border was secure throughout the entire administration, border crossings were low. She took on that job, and then we saw the border crisis being stopped, or dramatically reduced. Then this would not be a problem at all. But they are trying to walk it back because they don't want her to bear the blame the responsibility of the issues at the border, which is an Achilles heels of the Biden-Harris administration. Yeah. So yeah, we're here to expose this nonsense. The media will try to lie to you. Don't fall for it. I know many of you out there know this already, but then there are some that just listen to whatever MSNBC or CNN says. But yeah, I'm going to leave that right there. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe. See you next time. Thank you. Take care.